Hello world of YouTube, welcome to my answers to your questions that were left on the comment section of my question and answer video from last Sunday. There's also one personal message one, but before I answer the questions, there's one announcement I want to make. Sunday, my list of videos are coming, my end of the year list. It's my top 11 LPs, my top 11 EPs, my top 11 mixtapes / free albums, and my top 11 songs, all coming out this Sunday. And I have a question for you because I don't know how I want to do this. The 11 LPs video is 40 minutes long, or about 40 minutes long. Should I split that up, or do you want one long-ass video? I don't mind posting either. I want to contour that towards you guys, because I know some of you guys might want to know my favorite albums of the year. So, should I split it up, or should I keep it as one really long video? I did the video with Jesse. We have a lot of good discussion. That's why I asked. But, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the questions. The first question was asked by... The first questions I'm going to ask were asked in a private message by random1110, who asked two questions. First one being, what are my thoughts on indie rock? Any interest, in parentheses. Yes, I do like indie rock. I respect indie artists in general. Any band that wants to go out there and do it themselves, I highly respect, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all to make music. I know, because I'm trying to make it myself. I don't have a label. I don't have money. It is tough as shit. Going out on the road, touring, all that stuff, I am completely respectful of those guys. Any band that's like that. Driftless Pony Club being just one that off the top of my head, because they're on my albums of the year list. Just a sneak peek, wonder where they're at. I respect those guys for, you know, doing what they're doing, and really putting their work in for some great music. And they're not the only indie rock band I listen to. I think that it's a genre I wish I'm more into, because I'm on the cusp of, like, I'll see indie rock bands, I'm like, oh, I like that, oh, I like that, I like that too, oh, let's just keep grabbing. But I don't really have a refined set of bands that I really listen to consistently. Like, I like the Arcade Fire, but I don't listen to them that often. I don't even have the Suburbs. I didn't get it last year. Bands like Matt and Kim, I really enjoy. I mean, it's just, there's a variety of bands that I listen to that are in that genre. I just don't listen to them consistently, except for Driftless Pony Club, because I've been really addicted to them lately. So hopefully that answers your question. I dig this genre. Moving on. If I had to drink a band, what band would I drink? Really interesting question. If I wanted to get drunk, I'd say metal bands like Motorhead or Metallica. If I wanted to have just fun, if I wanted a good sweet drink, something like Matt and Kim, really positive, upbeat drink, or Andrew WK. If I wanted basically liquid cocaine, I would drink Andrew WK. That'd be fun. That'd be like chugging 5 Monsters and doing speed. I think that would be fun. So I would drink Andrew WK or Matt and Kim. Because Matt and Kim would be like a soda. It'd be good. Next question was by Steven131196, who asked kind of a two-part question. Considering my answer, I'm going to make it a two-part question. He asked, will I ever review Kanye or Jay-Z's discography, as his first question. I will not review Kanye, but I will review Jay-Z. And he asked, if not, what do you think of them? Well, Jay-Z, I think he's good. I think he's a great rapper. From what I've heard, I want to get more into him, and then I'll do a discography review. Kanye, I think he's overrated. I think that he's very masturbatory when he shouldn't be. Then again, I haven't heard his early work. Maybe that justifies his need to replace actual rhymes with huh. I hate his voice. I hate his composition. I don't like him as a rapper. As a producer, he's not bad. I think that he's actually a pretty solid producer from what I've heard, again, because I think his beats are usually on point, and some of the stuff that I've heard that he's produced, pretty good. But as a rapper, comes up short for me. Sorry, if you like him, I'm just not a fan. And the next question is by Luke I96I, or Luke1961, or Luke L96L, I don't really know. But he asked if I've recorded the Tech 9 discography review, and if I have, when are you going to upload it? I haven't. I've been extremely busy this week, and I apologize, but, there's a but. If I have not recorded that in the Chimera review by January 9th, when I go back to classes, I will punish myself on camera, because now that I'm out of classes, I have time to film. I have to manage my time well enough to be able to film a discography review, and I really want to do that. I want to get at least 2 done before I go back to classes, so I will have that for you guys. I know I wanted to have a couple more done by the end of the year, but that's not going to happen just because I'm an extremely busy individual even out of school. But I do want to manage my time well enough to do a Tech 9 and a Chimera review by the end of the year, so that will happen. I swear it. I swear it. I swear it. So, hopefully you're looking forward to that. The Tech 9 review is going to be awesome. It's going to be fun to review that. But, next question was by Polyphonic Press, who asked, since I love Canada so much, when I get the chance to go there, is there anything I want to do in particular? I.e. go to the CN Tower, or go hiking in the Rockies up in Canada? I don't really know. Depends on where I go in Canada. I'll obviously hit up the more popular cities, and what I want to do is maybe have a meetup with some of you guys, some of the Canadian YouTubers, and chill, like Polyphonic Press. I'd love to hit you up when I'm there, man. Do some chatting, maybe some collaborations, maybe, possibly. I don't really know. But that'd be fun. That'd be so fun, you know? Just to sit and chit-chat about music with, you know, you, or even just talk to other Canadian YouTubers, like I've mentioned in the Canadian video, like Blimey Games, or Cal's Crazy, or Nanaloo, or maybe I can find Nardwar. That'd be fun, just to talk to Nardwar, maybe get his autograph. That'd be fun. Maybe go to my first hockey game. I know I could do that in America, but I'd rather do it in Canada. Yeah. But that's probably what I do in Canada. I don't really have a good amendum right now of what I would do. That'll obviously come when I get closer to doing that. But as of right now, I don't really have any plans for when I go to Canada. But I will. I will definitely want to hit you up, Polyphonic Press, because we'd have some fun. You seem like a cool guy. And if you have not checked out Polyphonic Press, check out his channel right here. Great music reviewer. He does a lot of rock albums, and he does some of the albums that are kind of not done to excess by the music reviewers. So definitely check him out. He's a great reviewer. I mentioned him in the Canada video in an annotation, but I'm verbally mentioning him now. Check him out. Polyphonic Press. Cool motherfucker. Do it. And the next questions are by Malbay987. He has 2 questions. His first question was, who is the most overrated band of all time? That's a good question. I don't know if I can really single out a particular band, but some bands that I feel are kind of overrated in terms of how popular they are. Nickelback, I know they get a lot of hate, but they also get a lot of love. I don't see it. I don't see it really. I mean, yeah, they've written some okay riffs, but it's I don't get it. I just don't get it. Same with Broken Side. Don't get Broken Side. I don't really get the love for a band like 3 Days Grace either. And it's partially his voice. I don't see how that doesn't annoy people. It's so They just seem so bland, yet they're extremely popular. I don't see it at all. I do not see that at all. Hopefully that answered your question. Who was his other question? Who was my first favorite band? First favorite band, Metallica. My favorite band in general. I think that I don't get the concept of changing your favorite something. Like, if it's your favorite, I feel it should stay your favorite for forever. Like, my favorite video game is and always will be The Ocarina of Time. It's one of the reasons why I have Link tattooed on my arm. Favorite band will always be Metallica. Favorite album will always be Pretty Hate Machine. Favorite song will always be No Rain by Blind Melon. I don't get the concept of changing your favorite something. I see that a lot of people do it, so I get the context of your question. But yeah, favorite band Metallica, best metal band on earth. Fucking great albums, great riffs. Sure, they've made pitfalls. Every band makes a pitfall, whether it's a song or an album. So yeah, hopefully that answers both of your questions to a good extent. The next question is by I Like Bowling and Music, who asked, what are my thoughts on Avenged Sevenfold? And I actually reviewed Avenged. That review is here, and in the under thingy. All of the links I'm referring to in the under thingy. But it's right there. I reviewed the discography up to Nightmare, so it's the most up-to-date. I can get it right now. I didn't review the new song from this year, Are You Ready to Die? But that was a great song, and that's a great direction. And I hope to keep going in that direction. I hope that they contour this kind of... they had kind of a good synth in there, like the good spacey opening into that great riff, which was... They got really heavy. Matt Shadow sounded really good on that song. I really dug it. I thought it was a great direction, and I hope they keep going in that direction for the next record. But I think they're a great band. They write some good stuff, some solid heavy music, some solid hard rock. They have had some really big pitfalls. I'm Looking at You, self-titled release, auto-tune and a country song. The fuck. But overall, they've written some pretty solid stuff. Hopefully, the answers your question. Not really. I feel like I'm going through these too fast, but I kind of planned out what I was gonna say for these. So, I don't know if that comes off as planned, but, yeah. Runner JMA, who is another solid reviewer. He also wears some rockin' hats. Love your hats, dude. Your hats are pretty awesome. He asked, what I think is the best fighting game ever made. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That is the greatest fighting game ever. So many characters, some obscure, some not. Like, you have... Sansan, who I think is actually from Darkstalkers, but not a lot of people know Darkstalkers. You also have Hayato, who was in only one other game for the PS1 before he was in Marvel vs. Capcom. And you have some popular characters like Ken, or Ryu, or even Cyclops. You also have Spiral and Silver Samurai. The fuck? It's a great variety of characters. Gambit's in it, and the combat is so fluid, and it rocks so well. If you have not picked it up, it's for just about every damn console ever. I have it on the Dreamcast and on the Xbox. I bought the damn game twice. It's so good. And if I ever want to go to a fighting game, I will pick Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's so damn good. It's better than 3. 3 was kind of a disappointment to me, but that was still really fun. That was still really fun. And he also asked, what are some of the bands today that I feel are underrated or / overlooked? Some underrated bands, since we talked about overrated. I kind of mentioned this in the album video. I Wrestled a Bear Once. They're one of my favorite bands that's come out in recent years, and I feel that they are completely overlooked by a lot of groups, or a lot of people, and I think it's because of some of their sound, how some of their sound is, because it's kind of geared towards, like, some of the vocals are kind of deathcore-ish, and I'm not a deathcore fan. I like very little deathcore. The genre seems too repetitive to me, and it's just kind of bland. But, other than that element, I think they're a phenomenal band, and even that element doesn't get on my nerves at all. Some other bands that I think are completely underrated, Machine Head, Skindred. Skindred is probably the most underrated band I've ever heard. For a band that does something really different, they are completely underlooked and were completely left out of this country. Or not completely, but they are fairly unpopular in this country. They should be a shit ton more popular. Skindred is a phenomenal band that does so much, and I reviewed them. I'm not going to plug my Skindred review, but I did review Skindred. They're a phenomenal band who should be a hell of a lot more popular than they really are. Definitely check out Skindred if you've not checked them out. Hopefully that answered your questions, Runner JMA. And the last questions were by Wooden Glory, who asked. First, he asked if I would vlog on my trip to Canada. Of course, I would. Anytime there's a big event in my life, I'm gonna vlog it, just because I want to document. It's not just for your benefit. If I ever want to feel nostalgic, I'll go back and watch the old footage and see, relive life through, and I know it's only been a year, but like if I want to see my mom's wedding, I can watch the vlog I did that day of my mom's wedding, and I mean it's reliving past moments, and I don't do it now really. I do it sometimes, if I want to like look back, because I'm a reflective individual, but I definitely see myself doing it a lot more in the future, especially if my career goes the way I think it would, or I hope it would. I would definitely be reflecting a lot more on this part of my life. I don't plan on stopping YouTube, but looking back on this aspect of my late teens. Where do I see... But he asked, on a serious... Kind of serious... I mean, he was kind of serious about that, but... He asked, where do I see my channel going in the future? Am I going to focus on more LPs or music-based stuff? I see my channel really just growing in terms of content. I don't want to focus on particularly just one thing. It may seem like that. It may seem like I'm focusing more on Let's Plays than music-based stuff. But the thing is, Let's Plays are easier to make than discography reviews. I might do more music-based things, like in terms of things incorporating more bands and other people's music. I might do that in the future. I'm not sure. I've been throwing around ideas. I'm always thinking about stuff to do for YouTube. I always am, because I love doing this, and I'm like, oh, maybe maybe the world of YouTube would like this, or maybe they'll like that. And I really just see my channel expanding in terms of stuff. I like to do a lot of things on here. I don't do a lot of the stuff that I like to do a lot. Like, I don't review a lot of movies. That movie, The Beach, is right there. I'm going to watch The Beach after I film and edit this. I'm going to watch The Beach, and I will review The Beach this weekend. It's solidified. It is solidified right here. Yes. But I don't see myself focusing on just one or two things. I see myself trying to focus on everything, possibly focusing more on LPs and discography reviews the most, because those two are the things to me that I feel I like to do the most, and you guys like to watch the most. I still want to do leanbacks. In fact, I'm planning on a leanback of the best videos of the year to me. That'll be coming out at some point. So there'll be that. I also still want to do more skits. I still want to do more YouTube critics. I still want to do more reviews in general. I'm thinking about doing more nerdier things as well. I want to incorporate more of that side of myself into this channel. Maybe discussing comics that I'm reading or something, which it's a similar idea that I got from Wacky Gamer. They don't do it. Wacky Gamer, check them out. Check out a lot of people. I plug people a lot on this channel. But that seemed fun to do. I like to dip into waters and do different things. I love making video responses. You'll see that a lot from me. But that's my future of the channel. I want to expand it. I want to make it bigger. I want to make something that I'm very satisfied with, and I'm satisfied with where I'm going in terms of the content I'm making. I like that I can do these Let's Plays, and that I can still review music. I like that I'm not just one thing. I didn't want to be just one thing when I started this channel. My mindset for this channel was to be something different, something kind of random. And I've kind of fine-tuned the random, just different things, and I like that. I like that you guys don't just come to me for discography reviews. You come to me for Let's Plays, and maybe my skits. I mean, so I have ideas. I have lots of ideas for this, and hopefully that answers your question to your liking. I just want to get bigger. Just to generalize that question, I want to get bigger. I want to be Godzilla of a channel. Yeah, but those are the questions, guys. Those were your questions that you asked me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my answers to your questions. Hopefully I answered them to your liking. If not, I apologize. Again, the question I am asking of you is, should I split up the Albums of the Year video, because it's kind of long? And that's my question for you guys. I have been Viral Rack. Thank you guys again for all of your support. I love that you, again, I say this all the time, but I really do mean it. I love the support you guys give me. I love all of the things that you guys do, and you guys are awesome. You guys are truly amazing. This whole site, this whole thing of mine that I've been doing is truly amazing, and I'm surprised that it's become what it's become, and I can't wait for next year. And I'm gonna get more reflective as the year goes on. But yeah, you guys have good days, life situations. I will see you another day.